Okay, welcome to part 2 of my piano tutorial for Dynamite. We're going to jump right in and begin learning how to play the beginning of the first verse. I'm going to teach this song 4 bars at a time and really analyze everything that's going on in both hands. So the next 4 bars of music we're going to focus on is this. Okay, so the first thing we'll do is start off with the right hand. Okay, we're going to begin with our right hand covering the general middle C area. And the first 3 notes we'll play are E notes with our little finger. Then we'll join the E note with a G sharp using our thumb and play it twice. Next, we'll move our thumb over to the F sharp and play it twice with the E. And now, keeping our little finger on E, we want to position our thumb on G sharp again and our index finger on B. And we want to play this chord 3 times. And again, keeping our little finger on E, we want to quickly shift our thumb to the A note and our index finger to C sharp. And we want to play this A major triad 4 times. Okay, now once you can get your fingers in these positions without making any mistakes, here's a slow example of how it should sound along with a beat. Okay, now for the next 2 bars, let's start with our right hand playing E and G sharp again 2 times. Next, while keeping our hand in this general position, we're going to play 4 individual notes, which are D sharp, E, D sharp, and B. And we're using the 4, 5, 4, and 2 fingers to play this. Okay, so far this is what we have. Now we want to quickly position our hand up a little further so we can grab a hold of the B and E notes with our thumb and index fingers. And we want to play these together 3 times. And now, while holding down the B note with our thumb, we want to play 4 individual notes, which are F sharp, E, F sharp, and the higher B note. And we're using the 3, 2, 3, and 5 fingers to play this. Alright? So just to recap, this is what we have. And practice playing these notes at a speed that's comfortable for you. But here's how it should sound along with the rhythm. Alright, now we're going to add the bass notes to the right hand part we just learned. Now, most of the left-hand parts throughout the verse are pretty repetitive. The only thing is that you'll need to open up your hand and play octaves most of the time. So, I'm going to quickly show you the main chords you'll use in the left hand. Basically, we'll be playing the 1, 5, 1 notes of the 4 basic chords in this song, which are C sharp, the B chord, E, A chord. Okay, so for the C sharp chord, we'll need to play a low C sharp with our pinky, G sharp with our index finger, and the higher C sharp note with our thumb. For the B chord, we'll play a low B, an F sharp, and a higher B. Again with the pinky, index, and thumb. For the E chord, we'll play an E, a B, and an E note one octave higher using the same fingers. And for our A chord, we'll use a low A note, a mid-range E, and a higher A note. Okay, now you should practice finding and holding these chord positions until you can smoothly hit the right notes without making mistakes. And once you're sure you can play all 4 chord positions correctly, you should begin arpeggiating the notes, or in other words, playing them in a 4-note rhythmic flow. Also be sure you're releasing your pedal in between each changing chord so that you don't blend the different chord voices into each other. Okay, so now we'll begin the careful task of combining these 2 hands together. We're going to begin with the C sharp, G sharp, and C sharp notes in the left hand. Our right hand is going to play G sharp and E. And we're going to pause in between each left hand chord change so that you can see how the right hand needs to move in relation to the left hand. Okay, now our left hand is going to move down to our B position, and now our right thumb is going to move over to the F sharp note. Now the left hand is going to move up to the E position, right hand is going to get ready to play G sharp, B, and the E notes together. At that time, the right hand is going to move to an A major triad, immediately followed by the left hand moving down to the A chord position. Alright, so now let me play that again really slowly. Okay, so now we go back up to the C sharp position in our left hand, and our right hand is again about to play G sharp and E. Now we move our left hand to the B position, and we get ready to play 4 notes in the right hand. Now let's move up to the E position in the left hand. The right hand is also going to move up to play B and E. Now our right index finger suddenly moves up to play that F sharp note, while our left hand is going to move down to the A position. We're going to play 3 more notes in the right hand. Okay, let me just play that again real slow. Okay, and before we go to sheet music mode, let me just play this entire section again one more time from the top. Okay, now as you watch the sheet music, just keep in mind that you can pause the video at any point to get a clearer view of what's going on. Okay, now let's move on to the next 4 bars in our verse. And let me just show you exactly what we're going to be playing next. start off with the right hand. So with our right hand, let's place our thumb on C sharp, our index finger on E, and our pinky on G sharp. We're going to play this chord 2 times. Next, let's move our right hand down a little bit and bring our thumb down to B, our index finger to D sharp, and our ring finger to F sharp. We're going to play this once. Now let's shift our hand again so that our thumb is on G sharp, our index finger is on B, and our little finger is on E. We're also going to play this once. Okay, so let's repeat those 3 chords. Great. Now all we need to do is eliminate the B note and play the G sharp and E 3 times. Then we want to quickly shift up to reach A and F sharp with the same fingering. And finally, we're going to finish this off by simply placing our index finger on the C sharp and our ring finger on E and play these 2 notes 3 times. Okay, let's play this whole arrangement again, this time with a beat. Alright, now for our next 2 bars, let's get our thumb back on G sharp and our pinky on E again. We'll play these notes twice. And then we want to quickly move the same fingers over to F sharp and D sharp and play these twice as well. Now we're going to make a brave leap up. Our thumb is going to land on B and our little finger on G sharp. We're going to play these notes 3 times. Next, place your index finger, number 2 finger, on C sharp and move your thumb, number 1 finger, over to the A and play once. And finally, add the E and play it 3 times with the C sharp. Now, the only thing is, we're really going to need to be a little higher up on the keyboard to make our next transition more smoothly. You'll see why in the next segment. So I'm going to recommend that we jump up and play the C sharp and E with the thumb and index finger. Alright, so let's rewind and let me show you these notes again. And here's what it would look like if we play it along with a slow beat. Alright, now since the left hand is basically the same as it was in our last 4 bars, I'm going to go straight into playing with both hands. Let's get our left hand ready to play C sharp, G sharp, and C sharp, and our right hand is going to play C sharp, E, and G sharp 2 times. Next, our left hand comes down to the B151 chord position, and our right hand is going to play B, D sharp, and F sharp. Followed quickly by G sharp, B, and E in the right hand. Next, our left hand comes up to the E chord position. Our right hand gets ready to play G sharp and E. Followed quickly by A and F sharp in the right hand. And now our left hand is going to come down to the lower A chord position, and we're going to play C sharp and E in the right hand. Alright, so let me play it again real slowly. Okay, great. Let's get our left hand back into the C sharp position again, and our right hand will play G sharp and E twice. notice that I'm holding that higher C sharp with my left thumb as I shift my right hand to F sharp and D sharp. Okay, next our left hand is going to come down to the B chord position, and our right hand is going to play F sharp and D sharp once more. Now next, both our hands are going to need to make a brave leap upwards. First, our right hand should make the jump up to B and G sharp, play it with the 1 and 5 fingers, and our left hand is going to come up to the E chord position. We're going to play the right hand 3 times. Next, our right hand comes down to play A and C sharp with the 1 and 2 fingers. Our left hand is going to come down to the A position. But now our right hand needs to make one more leap up to C sharp and E with the 1 and 2 fingers. Okay, now I know that was a lot of explaining, so let me just play that section again real slow. And now before we go to the sheet music section, let me just show you this entire 4-bar section again, and so that you can see what it looks like. Now here's what that looks like written on sheet music. Alright, in this video we just finished learning how to play the first verse of Dynamite. Now what I'm going to do is show you how to play that little bridge that leads up to the chorus of the song. So when you're ready, join me for part 3 of my Dynamite piano tutorial, and I'll show you how to play this part right here.